Hi, beautiful ladies. How are you doing? I'm very cozy. I have my cozy blanket. I'm in cozy clothes. I have a drink. I was planning to have tea, but I realized I hadn't had my pink drink yet today. So I figured now is as good a time as any. And I just wanted to come on after my vacation and have a little chat and take a sip. See if anyone joins me live. I had such a great vacation. I wasn't as connected as I kind of expected to be. I did say before I left that I was going to allow my body to lead the way in that, as I allow my body to lead the way in everything. Hot tip alert right off the top. Let your body lead the way. It knows what you need. It really does. Anyway, I let my body lead the way, and I didn't feel like being connected. I did try a couple of times. I'd get on and see if anything inspired me to chat and anything I wanted to talk about. And there's lots I wanted to talk about, but nothing that made me want to stop what I was doing and really give you the goods. So this is kind of a recap of what I learned from my vacation. I always learn something when I go away, and I always love the epiphanies that come when you kind of unplug and allow yourself to just be and to just be in the world and to be with yourself. And hi, whoever's here, say hello. I'd love to know who's here with me. I love it when there's someone here. And if you're here on the replay, do a hashtag replay. Would love to hear what you think about what I'm going to, I guess, uncover today. There's nothing really new. It's nothing that you haven't heard before, but I think I received like this depth of understanding about myself. And I know that this can really help you too. So before we do that, let's just take a second and let's take a deep breath in and out. And one more time. That felt really good in my body. Take a deep breath in and out. Ah, see, it just feels good to bring yourself into the present moment, to really let yourself be in this moment. You can tell I'm really relaxed. I'm really sat back. I don't have this big energetic force behind me. I'm very much still in vacay vibes. I do have good energy, and I had such a good time. It was such a fun vacation, and we had some loose plans on what we wanted to do while we were there. We really went for the hockey game. Where are my hockey fans? Any hockey fans in the house? It was really good. It was a fabulous game. It's the first time I was in that building since 2019. So right off the bat, that was an experience that really touched my heart. And I think that a lot of us have had this experience since COVID, and me especially when it comes to travel. I used to be a travel agent. For those of you who don't know, my former job was a travel agent, and of course, being a travel agent during COVID was like the worst. It was such a stressful time, and it really helped me see that I wasn't where I was supposed to be any longer. And I did stay there a little bit longer than I wish I would have, but neither here nor there, really. After COVID, every travel experience since COVID has just been a different experience because we weren't able to do it for such a long time. And when that freedom is kind of taken away from you, and you really appreciate it all the more when it comes back around. So every travel experience that I've had since COVID has been better, has been, I've appreciated more. I've learned to be a lot more grateful for every part of it and to just not allow myself to get bogged down in anything that goes wrong. And there wasn't very much that went wrong. The only thing I will say that went wrong right off the bat is that I forgot a bunch of stuff. Like I had this whole bag full of like my supplements, full of my chargers, full of like all the like medication for my husband. Like there was all kinds of things that I just forgot. And so that had the ability to really throw myself off track. And I allowed myself to be really disappointed that I did that and that I forgot it. And then I was like, you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. And we're not going to start our vacation off on that foot. So we're just going to allow ourselves to be like, all right, well, that sucks, but we are in a city and we can get whatever we need. And luckily there was no, his medication is not like life altering and he's going to die if he doesn't get it, because we could have gotten it if we really needed it, but no, it was fine. We were fine. So that was the only real wrench that got thrown in our plans. We did change some plans based on how we were feeling and what we were doing, and it was just a really fun time. And what I noticed most, and what I really want to focus on for today, is that there were two times when I really felt the best. Like at my and I mean, I was really immersed in this experience. I paid attention to everything. I really loved each bite of food that I ate. I really paid close attention to what my body wanted to eat. I There were no rules. I allowed myself to drink a little bit more, learn something valuable about alcohol. I'll come back to that in a little bit as well. Just really just allow myself to be in the moment and to just enjoy without any pressure to do anything, like to just be. And it's such a beautiful thing to just allow yourself to be in the world and to just be who you are and to be comfortable with who you are and to be comfortable in your own skin and your own body and to be comfortable being in a group of people that you just met or that you don't know or that like just being fully. And I think this may be one of the few times where I felt truly connected to myself, to what was important to me, and really allow myself to be in that power and to know what that feels like and to embrace it for all that it is and really enjoy it all so much. And so there were two themes that I noticed that really hit home for me that enhanced my experience so much, that really allowed me to enjoy fully. And so the times that I felt most myself were times when I was laughing and the times when I was still. And I I'm studying human design. For those of you who don't know, I'm getting my certification in human design. So FYI, if you are a human design junkie or you even want to just learn more about yourself, it's an incredible tool for empowerment, an amazing energetic blueprint of who you are and what you're born to do in this world is an absolutely beautiful experience. I cannot wait to bring that to this group and to my business and just really help women understand themselves more fully and be more fully themselves more than ever. And I think my human design experiment has really helped me embrace this. Um, so it's funny because stillness is really part of my expansion in human design. And so the stillness didn't surprise me, and the laughter doesn't surprise me either because I'm also a generator and I prioritize joy and fun and having a good time. You hear me talk about that all the time, that your experience matters. And I think that's going to be like the overarching theme of like as I'm shaking things up a little bit in here, I'm shaking things up a little bit in my business. I'm getting more clarity on exactly who I'm meant to serve and how I'm meant to serve. And for me, it's all about the experience. It the result, of course, is amazing. The end result is so good. Like the end result is that I had an amazing vacation. Like I had an amazing vacation and it was so good and I enjoyed it so fully. And there was nothing bad about it. Like, it was amazing from start to finish, and the reason it was so good, and the reason why I enjoyed it so much was because I was focused on making the experience so great, and because I was really present in everything that I was doing, and I was letting my body tell me what it wanted to do, and I was allowing myself to make changes to my plans. Like, I really wanted to go in downtown Montreal. Not downtown, we were downtown, but we stayed downtown. I wanted to go to old Montreal and just kind of tour around. I love being outdoors. I'm not much of a mall person, although we did spend a lot of time in the mall, but we found experiences to do in the mall because the weather was really not great. So, I mean, the weather wasn't great. So I could have said, well, the weather was really crappy and that really impacted what we could do on our vacation. But that's not what had happened, and that's not how I felt, and that's not how it turned out for us. It turned out amazing because we were focused on having a good time regardless. Regardless of the outside circumstances, we were focused on having a good time. And those moments of stillness. So I started every day by doing yoga. So I travel with my yoga mat everywhere I go. I've been doing that for years and years and years and years. My yoga mat has been all over the world. It went to me with me to Australia. It was amazing. I did it every morning. Like I don't take time off from my yoga mat because especially when I'm traveling, because there's more sitting and there's more walking and there's more impact on my feet and my hips and my back and my shoulders and my neck. And so I know part of my personal standards, part of the rituals that I have in my life is making sure I take care of my body. So yoga every morning before I did anything is just part of what I do. Like, there's no franticness for us when we're on vacation. We get up when we want to get up. We had an alarm one day because we had three things that we wanted to do and we didn't want to run at a time. So we had an alarm one day, but we were both okay with that. So it's not about having a structure or about doing certain rituals. It isn't about ticking things off a list. I think this is where people go wrong when you're trying to improve your mind, your body, your spirit, and when you're really trying to take better care of yourself holistically. Because that's what we do in here, right? Like, I'm not just like, when I talk about feeling incredible in your body, like when I don't mean just your physical body. I mean in your mind. I mean in your spirit. I mean with who you are. Yes, and in your physical body as well. But it's not just about your physical body. And I think I really want to bring an attention to that because your experience of the whole approach is what really helps you feel your best and allows you to change your experience and stop reacting to the things that are happening in your world. And it just allows you to enhance your experience with everything in your life, not just with vacation and not just with your spouse and not just in your business or with your relationships. It changes your experience with everything when you have this holistic experience. So the stillness was for me yoga. I mean, we had an afternoon nap one day because we just hadn't had enough sleep the night before. We were out partying with some friends and we didn't get enough sleep before. So we allowed ourselves to have a nap mid-afternoon. There was a time where I would have felt guilty about allowing myself to be still like that, with taking that time to have a nap in the middle of the afternoon, thinking, here I am away, and what am I doing? Having a nap. And here I am away, and what am I doing? Having takeout instead of going out to eat every night. We did have takeout one night, the same night we had the nap, actually, because I woke up from the nap and I'm like, I'm too cozy in this bed. Let's get takeout. And takeout that we can't get here. So, but it doesn't even matter. Even if it was takeout that I could get here, if it was something that I enjoyed and that's what I wanted to do, then there was no guilt, no shame, no regret, nothing that I wish we would have done differently. It was just a really amazing, beautiful experience. And being still really allowed me to get clarity on how I want to be and how I want to enjoy my vacation and how I want to enjoy my body and how I want to enjoy my life and what's important to me. And so that stillness that you find within yourself is really a gift. And so I really invite you to find that stillness within yourself, to really look for ways to be more still so that you can bring an awareness to what's really going on with you. Because I know some of you, you're in this hustle mentality, right? Like this, I have dreams, I have goals, I have an impact I want to make. There are things that I'm working towards. I don't have time to stop and get something to eat. I don't have time to, I don't know, what else aren't you doing? I don't have time to move my body. I don't have time to focus on luxurious things like reading or taking a nap or, whatever it is that you wish you could do, but you're not making time for now. Um, you're missing the boat. I'm trying to find a way to say it. You're missing the point of this life, of the life that you're living and of the goal that you have. So like it's all connected, right? Like everything is connected. So that goal that you have, that thing you want to achieve isn't going to feel as good if you're burnt out and exhausted by the time you get there. And it's also not going to be sustainable. You're not going to be able to sustain the thing that you're working towards, like that beautiful business that you want, or that incredible feeling in your body that you want. Is not going to be sustainable if you have like dragged yourself across the finish line. There's a difference between challenging yourself and pushing yourself beyond your limits. And you've really got to find that sweet spot and you've got to find what feels really good to you. Challenging myself is not something that feels really good for me a lot of the time. I have moments where I want to challenge myself and I lean into those edges, but there are other times when I just want to sit back and enjoy what I've created. Enjoy what I've already created. Pay attention to how much abundance is already right here and now. Pay attention to what I've already done. Like, how much are you celebrating how far you've already come? How much are you looking around at what you've already created? I know that there are elements that you wanna change, and there are things that you wanna improve. Trust me, I get it. I have those things too. I have this big, beautiful dream and vision for my life. And in terms of how close am I to it, it feels far. But in terms of how I feel right now, I can't imagine that place feeling much better than I feel right now because I feel so good right now. I'm so at peace with where I am. I'm so in love with this part of my life. I am so joyful about what I get to do and how I get to experience it. It's so good already. And I know that I've only scratched the surface. I know that. And I want to continue to grow and learn, but I also want to enjoy the here and now, to allow what's here now to be enough, to really celebrate what's already here, to enjoy it, to simplify it, to be inspired by it. Like, how does that feel to think about doing that, to really celebrating where you are and looking at what's good? I know there are things that might not be good and that you might really be going through some really tough challenges. Like when I started this journey, I'm going to talk about this in my master class. So I'm not going to go too far down this road today, but I do want to talk about it a little. My masterclass, by the way, Feel Incredible Now, March 28th, first plug. It's going to be so good. It really is about this, about feeling incredible now in the life and the body that you have now while you continue to work on those dreams and goals that mean so much to you. And it just allows it all to be so much better. You don't have to work so hard. It doesn't have to feel like this constant grind. It doesn't have to be days, weeks, months of push of, this resistance. Like would you like it to be easy or would you like it to be full of bumps and bruises and pain? I mean, it's not to say that the easy way doesn't have any challenges. There are definitely challenges, 100%. But how you show up in those challenges matter. And doing it in a way that feels really good to you matters. And so really it just shone a bright light on that for me this vacation, shone this bright light on that for me. So like the stillness really brought me some clarity and then the laughter. I laughed so much. I laughed so much. We met new people. We kidded around. We went out and partied with friends one night. And I mean, I swear to God, that was just hours of like belly laughing, cracking up at each other. Met up with some friends who are just delightful humans. And we had so much fun with them. And just there were some really funny things that happened that will continue to be inside jokes from now until forever, because that's how it is when you get to travel with people, is that you get these beautiful memories for the memory bank and so like those moments of joy. And at the game, like I would get up and dance during the intermission. My husband was just sat there and I'm sure in his mind I'm not sure, but in his mind he might have been this girl, like this girl, because he's kind of reserved and I'm really not. People always talk about how opposite we are, which is really funny. We have a lot of the same values and we are a lot different. He's very introverted. I consider myself an introverted extrovert. I also like to be in my PJs at home, comfy cozy. But I also do really enjoy to dance and to wear sparkly things. And I don't mind being seen. And I like to share the joy. And so I was dancing and singing and being goofy and just really in my element. And it was amazing. And all I could think of was, man, I missed out. Like the years that I wasn't traveling this way, that I wasn't paying close attention. Like I have had so many amazing travel experiences that I didn't fully appreciate, that I really can appreciate even more now. Like, I mean, I appreciated them, don't get me wrong. But I now know that like the places that I've been in the world, I'm really lucky to have that experience and really lucky to have been there. And I wish that I was this version of me then so that I really could fully immerse myself. Like this was a 5-day getaway to Montreal, which at one time I would have said, oh, it's just a trip to Montreal. Like it's not a big deal. I like the big deals were like things like Australia and when we went to Vegas and when we went down south or when we went on the cruise or, whatever. Like those were the big trips. But now it all gets to be fun. And it all gets to be easy, and it all gets to be this beautiful expression of who I am and how I wanna show up in the world, and I want that for you. I want you to feel so comfortable in your body and to be so comfortable with who you are that it doesn't even phase you to get up and dance in a crowd full of people if that's what your body feels like doing. And that you get to be fully expressed in yourself and in who you are and how you want to show up in this world. And I know some of you don't even really know who that is. That and I remember being there. I remember being in this place where um I had no idea. Like I knew what I wanted. I knew I had a vision. I always had a vision and I always had a dream from the time I can remember. Actually, my very first tattoo was when I was 16 and it means it's a Chinese symbol for dream. Um so it I've always had dreams and goals and ambitions. But I think sometimes you're so focused on the goals, the dreams, the ambitions that you forget who you are now. And you forget, and it might be because you're not super comfortable with who you are now, because you know you're not fully who you're meant to be. And I remember that very clearly because that also, I've been there. I've been in that place where I just was at dis-ease. Like wasn't comfortable. I didn't feel as happy as I knew I could be. I knew there was more available to me, more energy, more excitement, more vitality, more impact. I just knew there was more for my life available. And I'm trying to think of how I want to say it. Might be thinking too hard about it. Let me just take a sip. It's hard to accept what is when you aren't where you want to be. I think that's what I really want to say. But don't we're not going to focus on the things that you don't like. We're going to focus on the things that you do like, on the amazing things that you've already created, on what's already strong, on what's already working. And then you're going to make small tweaks to make the rest of it better so that you get to have this beautiful experience of enjoying the now while still improving the future. And that's where I come in. And that's what I do. And that's where my magic is by really helping you find the joy and the ease and the simplicity in the here and the now. And I really love to make it simple and easy. And it's not as complicated as you think. I know some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I need to overhaul my whole life. I need to change so many things. And let's not think about the big picture. And I'm also focusing on this in the Feel Incredible Now Masterclass, which is a very different departure for me because I often talk about the big picture and how it's important to be connected to it. And I do think that that's true. But for this event, we're really focusing less on the result and more on your experience and more on accepting what is, leaning into what's good, and really implementing some standards that are going to really enhance your experience as you continue to improve what it is you want to improve. And I also have just opened up this amazing group. It's called Activate Your Energy. So this is an offer that I have on the go. It is a very low investment. It's $333 for the year. For a full year. It's probably not going to stay that price past the end of March. So if it is something that's on your mind and heart, it's definitely something I would invite you to consider. I'll put the information in the comments when I'm done here, just so you can have a look and see if it speaks to you. But basically, it's an intimate group experience. So that I'm only allowing 10 people in to start, and we're going to see how that goes for the first little bit. And then I might do 10 more after that. But I really want it to be small. It's important to me that it's small, that it's intimate, that it's this place where we can really share our heart and we can share what's important to us. And we get to share the goal and dream, and we get to take better care of the body that you have right now. Take better care of your mind, take better care of your spirit, take better care of your physical body, help you implement rituals that stick, really help you get it's a loving and supportive group environment that's going to offer you tips and tricks to get you where you're going faster. And it's going to help you make a bigger impact and feel better now, and to feel connected to other women who get it. I can't tell you how valuable that was in my own experience. I began this journey of wellness 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, really. In my 20s is when it started. In my 30s is when I really got serious about it. And I'll go into more detail on that in the Feel Incredible Now Masterclass. This is already way longer than I anticipated. But what was I saying? Oh, my mind. My mind is going. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, I was talking with the journey. So I started to, and first I improved my physical body. And then I knew I needed to, and I was declared healthy by my doctor and at my ideal weight and said, go be free. And I was like, really? Because I don't feel very well. So I went off and was like, okay, well, I need help. So I enhanced my physical experience through supplementation and started to feel really, really good. But then I was like, no, still something missing. Still don't feel super at ease. So I, and started working on my mindset and mental um, mindfulness. So I really stepped into that version of myself, got some really deep and meaningful support after trying that a couple of years on my own, and was like, no. And you know what? Doing this work inside a community with women who are doing the same thing as you, who are really invested in feeling incredible in the life and body that they have now, while they continue to improve and work towards what they actually want, what's actually going to light them up and fuel their soul, is just so amazing. To do this alongside people who get it, who also want it, who are not stuck in this victim mentality of this is just, life is just hard for me, or things just don't work out for me, or but are people who really are excited and fired up and who want more and who know they can have more and who are dedicated to creating lives that light them up. Being in an environment with people who get it and who are doing it right alongside with you is a beautiful thing. And it was a life changing thing that has created lifelong friendships for me to be a part of something like that. So that's why everything that I create is very much focused on giving you an experience, and why I love group work so much. I actually just did my very first one on one experience, my very first. And I was a little afraid of it, to be honest, but it was incredible. So I also do really love one-on-one work too. And I do have one-on-one options if that's something that you're interested in. But this activate your energy is such a steal of a deal. And it's so going to help you be supported and loved. And you get weekly affirmations and these journaling prompts to really help you grow and learn. And there's a support from me whenever you want it. Like, you just come into there, it's via WhatsApp. It all happens in this app. And I come in multiple times a week if you ever have questions, or if you're struggling with something, or if there's something that you just want to celebrate and you've made great progress on, and you just want to be in a room with women who understand what it's like to want to feel good now and to also work towards a life that really lights you up, then this place is for you. And this experience is for you. And I'm so excited to offer you this experience at this incredible, incredible price. So I'm going to drop the details into the comments when we're done. Hope if you have any questions about any of it, please let me know. And Feel Incredible Now is happening March 28th. That's a little bit more than 2 weeks away. And I'm finally going to announce the prize that is going to come from those of you who invite people to the group. So anyone who invites someone to the group and they join the group, so they have to also, you need to invite them and they need to join. And this is for anyone. So for those of you who may be questioning, who's the group for? This group is for hardworking women who have a great desire to feel incredible in their mind, in their body, in their spirit. They want a supportive group environment that really lifts them up and is focused on having fun and simplifying life and really finding the joy in everyday living, and is very much about making an impact on your life and on the lives of others. Because my desire is to not only impact your life, but is for you to go out and impact the lives of others. For you to take that magic that's inside you and share it with the world. So when you are authentically yourself, when you step into the best version of you, the version of you that has everything that you want, that ripples out to every single person in your life. And I want to be a facilitator of that kind of work. And I want to help you do the kind of work that sets your soul on fire. So if you know anyone who wants to feel incredible in the life and body they have now while improving what they have, invite them to come. Because this masterclass really is about that. It's about enhancing your experience. It's about loving yourself right where you are, about focusing on what's good and tapping into your strengths and really loving the life you have now. And so anytime you invite anybody, you get a chance to win. So there doesn't matter how, it's not like whoever invites the most wins the prize. It doesn't matter how many. Everyone gets a chance. You get more chances the more people you invite. So your name goes into the hat more times, basically. And the prize, so is a free unlock your energy experience. So that is a one-on-one experience where we have this one-on-one session. And then there's 10 days of support with me via WhatsApp, because I don't offer any experience ever that doesn't also have an integration piece. I'll never just do a one-on-one session, like never. There has to be some kind of implementation, because I want you to have the result. I want you to get the result. So the result of unlock your energy is for you to up your energy. So it's called unlock your energy. So we're really tapping into the energy that you already have. So you're going to up your energy. You're going to become more mindful of your body and what it needs and what it's asking for, because your body is communicating with you all the time. It's telling you what it wants to do, and it's telling you what it wants to do in more than physical. So it's telling you, it's always communicating with you. It's always sending you signals. So I'm going to help you tap into that, to your body and its wisdom. And I'm also going to allow you to relax and have fun along the way. So whoever invites, not the most people, but whenever you invite someone to the group, you get an opportunity to win this free session. This session is $222. So the value is outstanding. And that really, truthfully, I'm underselling that by a lot. It should be $444. So it's an amazing value. It's incredible. I really am pumped to offer it to whoever, to you. I want to offer it to you so that you can get some momentum going, really tap into your energy and your excitement and feel as amazing as you deserve to feel. I want you to feel incredible now. And that's what this masterclass is going to do. It's going to help you feel incredible now. And that's also what Activate Your Energy is doing. It's helping you feel incredible now as you work towards those dreams and goals that you have for your life. You see how it's all connected. The work that I do really threads together. And I'm very much of the mind of giving you the experience, as I just had an experience while I was on vacation, as we all get to have every day. So, how's your experience? Is it where you want it to be? Or could it be better? I'm here to support you. I have plenty more options for us to work together. If there's anything that you would like to talk about, please send me a message about that. There's going to be a new reveal at the Feel Incredible Now Masterclass. It's not a new program, but the way it's being changed. So I'm very excited about it, very excited to talk to you about it. Here's your warning that yes, I will be pitching you something at the end of that masterclass, because you deserve to feel incredible now. And I want to support you in having that. But I have plenty of ways that I can support you. So thank you so much for being here, for spending some time with me. Would love to know how you feel about this. If there's anything you feel like you need support with now, ask a question. I am very much in my vacation vibes still. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this day And we'll be back tomorrow. We have an event tomorrow happening here live in the group. It's my friend Katie and I are coming together to talk about growing through adversity. And she has a really unique outlook. I'm not going to go too far into this because I'll be introducing her tomorrow. But she has a really unique outlook because she's a divorced mama, a divorced single mama, who is really committed to helping women thrive post divorce. She does beautiful work. It's amazing. So we're not going to be talking exclusively about divorce, but if you are separated or divorced, it would be a beautiful one for you to join. But it's about really overcoming any adversity that comes your way. And so we're just going to be having a conversation together tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. Atlantic. So stay tuned for that. I am also going to be a guest on a podcast this week. So I'll let you know when that's available for you to catch. I'm excited. It's all about self-care. So you know how I love self-care. All right, that's it for me for today. I hope this was super helpful. If you have any questions about anything that I've talked about, or if you have any comments, or if you want to chat further, my inbox is open. The comments are open. The group is open. This place is for you. And I'm all about making it fun and making it simple and making it feel like home for you so that you can feel at home with you. All right, that's it for me. All the love and light from my heart to yours. Wishing you the most incredible day. Take care of you.